Hello. Oh, good morning, Spartans. I hope you're having a great week. We got Father Chris with a reflection and some CSL opportunities. Up first.
Good morning, everyone. I'm telling myself all week what day it is. It's a Wednesday today, so it's great to be with you. Hope you had a wonderful long weekend. Yes, I'm here to jump in, talk a little bit about CSL, but first, let's ground ourselves a little bit, reminding ourselves of our school values. Sorry, I have the clicker. Next slide, please. Empowerment, passion, integrity, and curiosity. And then on the next slide, we have our focus points for our spiritual values this year. You'll notice these are not connected with any particular spiritual or religious tradition. I hope they transcend that, but also connect us together as we explore what those aspects, those values, those intentions mean for this year. So as we did on the next slide a little while ago, let's offer this intention today. If you see yourself connecting with a source of the divine or a higher power, we welcome that, of course. If you see this more as an intention for yourself and your peers, your faculty, staff, and so on, I invite you to see it in that way. Loving Creator, source of life, pure love and compassion, may we find in ourselves and others the courage and passion, hope and curiosity to express our gratitude for all that our ancestors have given us, all that this campus, Mauna Lei, is, all that our school, Seabury Hall, can be. When we are gentle with self, when we empower others, when we live with integrity, when we serve in peace, and when we lead for justice. In this day, may we spark joy. Thank you. I love that energy from the front rows here. Well, it's always a joy to be with you. It's a particular joy today to speak a little bit about community service leadership. We're going to run through this reasonably quickly because I'm going to be coming around and meeting with your advisory groups individually. We're going to have some class meetings. We're going to create as many opportunities as we can this year for your questions to be addressed, your passions to be empowered and explored, and for your guardians and parents to get a really great feel about what we're doing and why we're doing it. I really wanted to start with this quote from Sylvia Hussey. She has a doctorate in education, and she's the chief executive officer of a really important nonprofit here in the islands. She reminds us, as do the Kanaka, the Hawaiian people, our indigenous sisters and brothers, that we are stewards. We are not owners. And I think that's a really important place to start this year and every year when we're talking about what it means to serve. Ultimately, it means learning to listen, learning to be still, as well as act with energy and purpose. It means some unlearning about what we've been told about the worldwide colonial project and the lies that have been shared in those contexts for many years, even through, and very much so, through the Christian faith that I represent. And I resonate with the idea of unlearning and trying to find out what that means. So connecting much more with indigenous wisdom rather than that wisdom that has been overlaid by those who thought they were owners rather than stewards. So that's a really important focus point for us this year, and a particular way of noting the responsibility and privilege, the kuleana that we have as people committed to serving our community, Seabury, and the wider community of Maui. When we go to our next slide, I want to bring up this beautiful photo of Sophia Scott. She was last year's recipient of the Fred and Maria Raw Community Service Award. She's joined there by Eliana Moore, also a class of 2015, and they were just wrapping up and celebrating their Art for Heart service. If you don't know it, if you're new or you don't have that on your mind right now, Art for Heart is a student-run club at Seabury Hall. It's been going over a decade now, and it's dedicated to supporting community nonprofit organizations through fine and performing arts. It's a perfect example of how students come together to organize themselves, to take on leadership roles, to live in and celebrate their passions, and to find out where that journey takes them, not just for themselves, but for the wider community. It also exemplifies how much students learn and how we as a community learn by having interaction with those who are different from us or those we might not come across in our everyday lives. I do want to highlight a couple dates coming up. The next slide here. We are doing something very different this year. The chaplaincy theme this year is Behold, I am making all things new. One of those very practical things. For the first time, we're moving Kate Cooper Community Days to the fall. We have so many opportunities to be out in nature, to plant trees, to restore wetlands and wildlife areas. We have so many opportunities to really start strong and start energetically and with purpose in the fall. So we'll have some opportunities of various kinds on the Friday, both on campus and maybe just kind of trialing a few things in small groups off campus this year for particular well-identified students in our community. And then on the Saturday, we'll have a bunch of different opportunities which will be offered through our community partners, those nonprofits on Maui, through which we do this work and without which we couldn't do what we're doing. So more about Kate, Auntie Kate, very soon. I just want to highlight again some very quick new opportunities in 2025 and 26. We look at the next slide. We had our initial meeting of the CSL Student Advisory Council at the end of last year, sometime in May. This is a leadership and service opportunity. It's a chance to empower others to serve and lead any chance they can. It's a chance to work with me and school admin and your advisors to give input into anything from a new brand for CSL. We're going to set aside that logo that you're familiar with and develop something new this year. You're going to have input into Spartan Serve, how that works, how that might grow and change and better serve our students, and ultimately help dream for the future of service at Seabury Hall. So next slide. If you are interested, please speak with your advisor. Should you or someone else you know be interested, you can also reach out directly to me about that. A couple of changes, practical ones about how we're living into our service expectations for this school year. And on the next slide, we'll see that we have some revised engagement expectations. Revised engagement expectations. Hours stay the same. The hours expected in the last few years stay the same. But based on your feedback from parents and guardians and those who are making this possible, we have a few changes, and we've basically flattened or reduced the number of engagements you need to do in each semester to provide you with the flexibility to lean into your passions, lean into the commitments you've already made with nonprofits and other organizations on the island. So I just want to flag that, and there'll be more information and specifics in those slides on Blackboard. Change number 2 for 2025-26, we're going to align our CSL work with some of your classes, those namely that go through the entire year. So if we see on the next slide, we have our achievement indicators I really don't like calling them grades because we're not grading you, we're celebrating and recognizing your service. We have this meets expectations, exceeds expectations, it does not meet expectations kind of indicators. We'll now be looking at what you did in the fall, what you did in the spring, and how that all came together at the end of the year. So that's an exciting opportunity for you, again, to be more flexible, to receive the recognition that you, I think, not so much deserve, but certainly that creates life and energy and growth within our school, Ohana. And also it gives you the chance, again, to partner with those particular peers and those particular organizations which you feel so strongly connected with. Many opportunities to ask plenty of questions, but unfortunately the time is not now. The time is now to welcome two special guest presenters. Many of you might know Dean Wong. He's a Seabury Hall parent. He comes from Amua Family Services. He's joined with Ashley Tome from Youthline, and they're going to share about an amazing opportunity for our students. Have a wonderful day, everyone.
One second. I did that quietly. Aloha. I would like to share a quote with you. Is it okay if I move around like this? It helps my nervousness. I want to share a quote with you from the exiting U.S. Surgeon General. Vivek Murthy was his name. And he said this: the challenges, I have to turn this way because I need the light. The challenges today's generation of young people face are unprecedented and uniquely hard to navigate. Oh, thank you, you're so nice. All right, oh, now I need to turn this way. And the effects that these challenges have had on their mental health is devastating. Interestingly enough, I want to tell you the 4 leading causes of death amongst young people your age. They are, number 1, gun violence. Number 2, you can bring down those lights now. Number 2, car accidents. Number 3, overdoses. And the 4th is teen suicide or self-harm. Now, what's interesting about that is that most of these things are preventable. I'm going to talk to you about one of them today that is really important because it's currently on the rise due to the statement that I just read to you. Anxiety, depression, isolation, loneliness. These things are on the rise with the increasing difficulties that young people today are facing. But there are ways that we can prevent that. I would like you to look around at all the people around you. Really look at them. See who you're sitting next to on each side of you. Go ahead, take a minute, look around. It's really important that you're all here today. It's really important that you're all here tomorrow. So Imua Family Services had an opportunity to partner with an astounding organization called Youthline. And Youthline, established over 20 years ago in Oregon, started a youth suicide prevention hotline. But what is uniquely different about this youth suicide prevention hotline is that young people who call, text, or message the hotline are actually reaching other teenagers, other youth. And they're engaging in conversations, texts, and messages, looking for support and looking to be seen and heard from other young people. And peer-to-peer support is the #1 successful intervention that you can do with the other young people. Because really, each of you just wants to be seen and heard by each of you. Right. Now, so Youthline started a youth call center where you can, like I said, text, message, or call and engage with other young people to get that support. And it became very successful and it took off and it is now a national organization. Youthline was asked to come to Hawaii by Governor Josh Green, but the start of the line had to start on Maui. So we're so thrilled that Youthline gets to start here in Maui County. But to do that, we need to train, educate young people like yourselves to get on those call lines and receive calls, texts, and messages from other young people who need support. Other young people just like yourself, your peers, your friends, your fellow students, your community students of young people across this island who might need some support, who just need someone to talk to, someone to listen to, and someone to engage with. Now, I know the first thing you're thinking, I wouldn't know the first thing about doing that. And you know what? I wouldn't know either. So there's a solution to that, and Youthline offers an incredible training that is 65 hours long for all young people that want to engage and learn that training. And yes, that training would count as your community service hours. And then you can learn all of the components of active listening and engagement and relating to other young people in a way that they can feel seen and heard, and know when to refer them to professional help and counselors who are also right there with you if the situation required that amount of referral. But really, 86% of calls that come into a youth suicide prevention hotline or chat are really just young people that are needing to connect and chat about the fact that they didn't do well on a math test, that their parents are angry with them, that they did something that disappointed somebody else, and they just need to listen and talk to somebody. Above and beyond that, it gets referred to a mental health professional that's there helping and with you. But this is an amazing opportunity for you to learn the skills that will carry you through the rest of your life of being able to be present and active and listen to other young people just like yourselves that just need someone really there to see them and hear them. Ashley's going to tell you about the Youthline training that's happening this fall during fall break at Imua Family Services, where up to 15 or 20 young people will be the first trainees of Youthline's crisis intervention hotline that we hope to open on Maui in January. Right now, any young person across the nation can activate the hotline and they will get another teenager. But after January, people can actually call the hotline and engage with someone right here in Maui County. Do you want to tell them about the training, Ashley?
Sure. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here. Dean is such a hard person to follow. He's so amazing. Yes, thank you for being here. My name is Ashley. I'm with Youthline. I'm so excited to tell you about the opportunity to possibly volunteer as a peer support advocate. As Dean was saying, the service is peer-to-peer, and let's face it, like, I'm old. I don't get it. And so there's a lot of ways that you folks as teens can connect on a much deeper level, on a better level of understanding than I ever could, as well intended as possible. Orientations are going to be this month. We have 2 of them, so if you can't make one, come make the other. Sunday, September 21st from 4 to 6 p.m. at Imua Family Services. And then our second one is going to be on a Wednesday during the week, if that works better. It's going to be Wednesday the 24th from 6 to 8. We will feed you some snacks and some refreshments, so don't worry, we're not going to leave you hanging like that. But at the orientation, you'll learn more about the program. There's a lot of different areas of Youthline, so it is working on that line where you'll be a help, support, and crisis person for another teen. There's also a workforce component to it. There's also advocacy policy component to that as well, if you're interested. But all to say is that by the end of a year commitment, you'll have at least 200 hours of service hours committed. But I think one thing that I'm most excited about is I think there's so many people in this group and watching that are already natural helpers for their friends. And I just want to thank you and mahalo you so much for being there for your peoples. What the training will do is it'll just enhance that ability to be there for your friends, for your community, and also help build in that skills to help better care for yourself while you're doing that. And then, yeah, as Dean mentioned, training is going to be over fall break. So if you are interested, please come to the orientation. We can tell you more about that. And then if you want to move forward, just plan to spend fall break with us. We're a pretty fun group, promise. Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you, Ashley. And so we created a flyer with all that information, with those dates and a QR code where you can sign up and register if you'd like to attend and participate. And we're going to leave the flyer here with Father Chris and at Seabury Hall and make that available to you. I hope that it's something you will consider, because not only will this make you a stronger, healthier person for your life, and this is a training and an opportunity that you will take with you really for the rest of your life, and you will always be able to engage with people in this way. And it could also be the start. It could be the start of something that changes your life and sends you in the direction of working in the field of psychology or mental health profession, and that is something we desperately need in our society today. And so it's something to think about. And what an amazing opportunity to start at your age. I wish we had this opportunity when I was young. And it'll make you great Camp Imua counselors too when the time comes. I'll be back for that. All right, so this is something that you can do. You can make a difference. One person can make a difference, and one person can make a difference in another person's lives, and that's really important. I always tell people, like, get mad. Make a difference, right? Mad, M-A-D. Get mad, make a difference, because these things shouldn't be happening, and we have a way to intervene with our friends and with our community in a way that is really meaningful. This is real action. This is you doing something that can prevent something for someone else, and it can change someone's life. This is real action for kids, and I want to leave you with this final video.
Hello. All right, what a opportunity, guys. Now we have Coco, the lovely Coco.
Good morning. I'm Mrs. Walsh. This is the amazingly talented Mrs. Shimada, and we are your Coco team. We are delighted to share that our college admissions reps are coming back for fall travel. This is who we have coming up. This poster will also be around campus, and it's all posted on your SCORE account.
So next slide, please. If you are interested in attending any of these college visits that are on campus, you need to register through SCORE. SCORE is our college planning software that we use at Seabury Hall. Every student has an account. If you are in grades 9 or 10 and a visit is happening during your study hall, you are welcome to attend the visit. If you're in grades 11 or 12 and you would like to attend the visit but you have a class, please ask at least 24 hours in advance permission to attend the visit and organize with your teacher what you would be missing in class. If you have any questions about SCORE, we are happy to walk you through it. Please come and see us, and we will also be meeting with the 11th grade students tomorrow to go through this in detail. But please pay attention to the list of reps coming. We would love to see you in those visits. Mahalo.
All right, thank you. Now we got the front row.
All right, good morning, good morning, good morning. Aloha po'a kolu kako. So welcome back to the front row. We have week 3 recap. Next slide, please. Okay, so this past weekend we had our Seabury Cross Country Invitational. Next slide. And our girls dominated and they all came in first. Yay! And our boys came in second. Next slide, please. Woo!
And the middle school also got to race.
Okay, so our middle schoolers raced their hardest, so let's give a huge round of applause for them. We had top 5 girls and boys, and the rest of these amazing Spartans were great.
All right, looking ahead. This Wednesday, we have a girls varsity game against Kihei Charter at our gym at 6. And on Saturday, air riflery is at Baldwin at 8 a.m. and cross country is at Kualani Hakoi at 8 a.m.
As well as next Wednesday, there's a girls varsity volleyball game versus Waldorf. So show up to that one. All right, thank you.
All right, now we got activities committee for Spirit Week. Hello.
Hi guys. So this next week is gonna be the HOCO Spirit Week. Monday we have Pajama Day. Let's wear pajamas and be with a lot of spirit. Tuesday's Beach Day, so let's all wear our board shorts, aloha shirts, whatever. And Wednesday's Pattern Day, so like zebra stripes, camo, cheetah.
Next slide. And then Thursday's Family Photo Day, so find a family or some friends. And then this year we have class colors, so rep your class with your color. Seniors are red, juniors are pink, sophomores are blue, freshmen are green, 8th grade is purple, 7th grade is orange, 6th grade is brown, and 5th grade is yellow. So let's dress up and have a fun Spirit Week.
All right, thank you, Daniel Kuhn and Destiny. Now we got Nikki and Zoe up.
Hi everyone, my name is Zoe and this is Nikki, and we're here to announce the Wharton High School Investment Competition Club. Next slide, please. So what it is this is a competition club that we are going to be learning how to invest and learning about finance, and it's going to be a really good learning experience for the future and how to handle money in the future. And then if you want to sign up or have any more questions, please email me or Miss Kays, our lovely faculty advisor, or just come up and talk to one of us. And then it will be taking place in room 207 once a week. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you, guys.
All right. Let's do this. Okay, we have Civil Air Patrol. That looks fun. Keep going. All right, now we got, yes, but Sebastian.
What's up, guys? So, you know, homecoming's coming up. Oh, and our theme is Under the Sea, and it's going to be Saturday, September 13th.
It's going to be from 6 to 9, and it's only upper school, so everyone should come out. It's going to be lit.
Okay, and then homecoming ticket sales. We're going to start selling tickets today during lunch. So it's 10 for students and 20 for outside guests, and seniors can only have outside guests. We're going to give you guys more information on outside guest forms.
And then in case anyone was wondering, this is like the general vibe for attire for homecoming. So you can wear like a cute little dress or like pants and a nice button up, but it's like just semi-formal, classic homecoming.
We're also having an asking competition, so proposals must be filmed for submission.
And if you're asking during school hours, make sure you film on a school iPad. You can send those videos to Delaney. Her email's up there. And the submission is next Friday.
Deadline at 3:30, so get those in.
Woo. All right. Oh, yep, we're done. Goodbye, guys. Thank you.